Hi, this is Brett from Six Figure Side Income. Today I've got a special one for you because I'm taking you to the place CBS News says is the least affordable real estate market in the country. We're going to Boise, Idaho. I know there are a lot of people thinking about moving to Idaho from states like Washington and California. Now that my family and I have lived in the Boise area for about a year and a half, I thought I'd create a video sharing an overview of the Boise market right now and share my predictions for the future of the housing market now that we're into 2022. Will this year bring yet another 30 to 40% increase in the value of properties? Are we on the precipice of a once-in-a-lifetime market crash? Let's find out together. Before we dive in, I should point out that I am not a real estate agent. I'm not a broker. I have zero ties to this market whatsoever outside of being a homeowner here. These are just the opinions of some random guy on YouTube who happens to live here. Take it as such. As per the usual, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Let's do this. So here's what my experience owning a home in the Treasure Valley has been like so far. In September 2020, my family and I moved from California to a suburb of Boise called Meridian. And if you are a native Idahoan watching this right now, I just want to apologize in advance for moving here from California, clogging your roads, and increasing your real estate prices. My wife and I made an offer on a 2,800 square home for $460,000. This offer was accepted by the builder in June of 2020. Then we waited 2.5 months for the home build to be finished, and we officially moved in September of 2020. Since then, we've seen home prices move up rapidly. The same home we bought less than 2 years ago for $460,000 could now be listed somewhere between $700,000 and $750,000, which is absolutely insane. Some houses in my community sell for almost $1 million now. These exact same houses could have been purchased when I got here between $500,000 and $600,000. That's only like a year and a half ago. The same story has played out all across every suburb in the Treasure Valley the last 2 years. Here's a look at the data. This is a graph of the median home price of Ada County represented by the blue line. This is the county where Boise and the suburbs of Meridian, Eagle, and Star are located. As you can see, the median home price went from about $363,000 in January to $537,000 based on November 2021 data. The red line below is from Canyon County, located just west of the Boise metro area and includes the towns of Nampa, Middleton, and Caldwell. The trend line is the same here, although affordability is much greater as you move further outside the Boise metro. You'll see the median home price went from $256,000 to $409,000 by the end of the year. While prices surged over the past 2 years, you can see they've flattened out since July 2021. If you've never visited Boise before, one of the first things you'll notice is the amount of construction happening everywhere. It doesn't take too long to figure out that real estate is very important to the local economy. When you think about the types of businesses that benefit from a massive population increase, like we're seeing here, sure, it's the home builders, it's the real estate agents, and the brokers, but really anyone in the home service sector is benefiting. Plumbers, window treatment companies, home inspectors, landscaping companies, contractors. If you run a service business like this, you've got more work than you can handle right now. As you can imagine, most new home construction is happening on the edges of Boise as the community expands further out. To give you some perspective on how much building is going on and the size of the communities being built. So let's head back to the van and we're gonna take a look at a few building sites around the area. Come on. Okay, just wanna stop here real quick and give you a little perspective on some of the building that's going on around the Boise area. We are here actually south of Meridian at one of the new building areas that's just getting started up. This is called Pinnacle. One of the builders here is Brighton. Actually, this is they're the folks that built our home here. You can see there's not much to see right here. They're just starting to put in the roads. Not even all the roads in this new community are going to be put up yet. but there's going to be a few hundred houses stuck in here, and there's nothing out here right now. Again, we're only really a mile south of Meridian, but all of this, everything you can see here is basically going to get single family homes put on it. And this is not at all an uncommon sight in this area. There are at least a half a dozen different building spots like this that are just getting started south of Meridian, just to give you a perspective on the scope of building that's happening out here. So, yeah, we'll just keep moving and we'll go on to the next spot and I'll show you some more locations. But you can see, even 5 years ago, there would have been nothing out here. You would have just seen a few farms and everything's getting built up pretty quick. Okay, here we are at another spot. This is another build location that is, we're actually on the west side of Meridian right now, where there is a ton of building going on. I believe we're actually in a section of the Jump Creek community. This is a CBH home area. You can see there's still some houses getting built up here. What's crazy about all these houses that you're seeing in here, this entire spot was completely, there were no houses built yet at the time that we moved in back in September of 2020. And now, as you can see, we've got a lot of houses built in. There's, yeah, at least a few hundred houses kind of getting put in here. Again, these are all CBH houses. If you start looking at houses in the Boise area, you're going to notice that there's a whole bunch of different CBH build communities south of town, west of town, west of the Boise area. And these are a little bit lower priced homes, you'll notice. I know a lot of people that live in them though. Obviously, fine houses, just a little bit, I guess, a little bit more basic builds, a little bit lower cost than some of the other builders that you find around here. But yeah, keep going. But you can see, yeah, all these houses in here have been built within the last year that we're driving around. You can see there's a park over there too, so kind of nice. So yeah, this is on the west side of town though. If you go down kind of the Chinden Black Cat Road, that's where you'll find it. But yeah, there are quite a lot of build areas around here that you'll find as you start driving around in this area. Okay, third and final spot on this Boise home tour build. This is another location that has at least a few hundred different homes going up. It's right off Chinden. You can see kind of, I want to say over here, you can see all the little piles of wood that they've got built up for all these different houses that are coming up here. And these are actually going to be rental houses, 2, 3, and 1 bedrooms there. So again, just another big build location in the Boise area to show you kind of what's going on. I hope you got value out of that tour. We're back in my house now, and I wanted to quickly share my 2022 predictions on what's gonna happen with the local housing market. I'm gonna keep this short. My guess is housing prices are gonna remain high, but don't run up that much more from where they have last year. Let's say not more than 10% and not lower than 10% from where we are right now. Of course, we're living in a really interesting time period with a lot of unknowns, so things could definitely change over the next 12 months. For example, interest rates are expected to rise this year, and if interest rates go up between 1 and 2%, this will impact the size of loan people that can take out against a house, so that could certainly play a role in prices. New construction, new inventory is also going to play a big factor here. I shared literally just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to new home construction that's going up in the area. There are literally dozens of communities like this going up just about everywhere in this area. Other YouTube channels have pointed out that the Boise market could overbuild, and that could result in falling prices due to the massive increase in inventory. While this is a possibility, I don't think this is gonna happen this year. The main reason I don't see that we're gonna see a bust because of inventory is because Boise isn't that big of a market right now. The entire Treasure Valley, where Boise is located, only has a little more than 750,000 residents. That is a lot of people for Idaho standards, but compared to areas like Southern California, it's just not that many people. And as long as people from the outside of the state continue to find Idaho appealing, I think it's going to be able to support the new home construction. This brings me to the most important factor influencing real estate prices, in my opinion. I think the biggest factor is the value of home prices in California, in Washington, are they going to stay high? And as long as that stays high, I think that the real estate prices here in Boise are going to stay high because people will continue having a lot of money when they sell their houses outside of state and then bring that money to buy a new house here. The neighborhood that I live in is more than 80% families that moved here from out of state. That's not an exaggeration at all. Most of the people on my block sold their house in California, made money, and then brought that money here. Bottom line, I think housing prices aren't going to go up more than 10%. I don't think they're going to go down more than 10% in 2022. But what do you think? Is 2022 going to bring the Boise real estate market down? Are we doomed for a reckoning, or are prices going to continue going higher? Please like and share this video if you found it helpful and want me to create more videos just like this. Your button clicks really do help out this channel, and they help me get more subscribers, and I really, really appreciate it. Until next time, keep building.